Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
everyone had understood what is type info language right now. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I will show you one more example. Let us consider this itself. According to what I told you, we no need to mention any data type. So simply a is equal to 9, a is a variable, equal to is assignment operator, and 9 is constant value. Okay. Did we receive any output from the interpreter? We did not receive any sort of output from the interpreter. Actually, yesterday I told you Python is interfacing language. That means in the same page we'll be giving the input, and in the same page we'll be receiving the output. I have given a is equal to 9. That means I have given some input to the system, but I did not tell the system or interpreter to print the value of a. To print the value of a. One thing to be remembered is print. No need to mention as f. In Python programming language, you no need to mention as printf. Just print is enough. Print a. So now the output will be as 9. Clear? Okay. So what I told you all is, so Python interpreter can understand that a is equal to 9, where 9 is an integer. Now we shall check out whether interpreter knows whether 9 is integer or not. Type of a. Okay. Print is a function. Type is a keyword. In Python, there are 33 keywords, and one keyword among them is type. Type, a function. Type is also a function. Type. See, in the above statement, I have initialized a value as 9. So immediately after I press the enter button, the interpreter shows that the value holding a is an integer. Clear? This is why Python is called as type info language. We shall consider another example. Let us take C is equal to 18.81. You all know that 18.81 is a float value. Okay. Now we shall ask the interpreter to print what is the value of C. We shall ask the interpreter to print what is the value of C. Then it automatically gives the value of C is 18.81. Now we need to check whether system can understand whether 18.81 is a float data type or not. For that we need to use the statement print type function, and we need to know what type of variable is C, and we need to we need to press enter button. So interpreter is given that the value of C is 9. This is why Python is called as type infer language. Hope so everyone are clear with this particular slide right now. 18. Okay, clear? So what is a variable? A variable is a named location used to store data in the memory. In the previous example, what I have shown is a is equal to 9. So in the memory, a variable has been created with named a and its value as 9. You all has been clear with type info language also. We shall go to the next slide. So what are the rules for naming a variable?
Sir,
Madam.
no screen, sir. Just showing message.
Sir, no screen, sir, no, just message is showing, sir.
Who is roll number 93? Who is roll number 93?
Variable అనేది Python మట్టి basics అంతా నేను చెప్తారా.
Who is roll number 93?
Sir,
93.
sir,
What are you discussing and with whom are you discussing?
sir, with my brothers.
With your brother. Call me immediately after the class. Class
Yes, sir.
representative of B section Sandeep.
Sir.
Make sure that roll number 93 will call me immediately after the class. Madam, is it visible right now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So variable. Variable. What is a variable means? We all know that variable is a named memory location. So before declaring a variable, everyone must make sure what are the rules to be followed. In the previous example which I have shown, what I told you all is a is equal to 9. A is a variable. So now we shall check with these rules. A variable name must start with letter or alphabet A to Z. It may be either uppercase A or lowercase a, or uppercase Z or lowercase z, or it can start with underscore. So if you need to declare a variable, the first rule you need to follow is it must be an alphabet. It may be even either a capital letter or small letter, or it can be underscore also. More than these three, we cannot start a variable with any other special symbols also. Suppose if you want to start a variable with point, we cannot start a variable. If you want to start a variable with underscore, we can start a variable. So we can start with A, B, C, D, and so on, irrespective of uppercase or lowercase, and we can start with underscore. Next point, no special character except underscore can be used in a variable name. Already in the first statement, what I told you is underscore can be used for a variable name to start. Other than underscore symbol, no other special characters will be allowed. So in order to declare a variable, we will be having only 53 probabilities. What are those 53 is uppercase letter A to uppercase letter Z, 26 alphabets, and this A to this Z, lowercase, 26 plus 26, 52, and we can start a variable with underscore. So in between these 53 choices only, you can name a variable, and in the particular variable name also we can use underscore symbol. No other special symbols are accepted. That is the second point. Third point is keyword should not be used as a variable name. Keyword should not be used as a variable name. In Python programming language, there are 33 keywords. I will show you immediately after the completion of this topic called variable. Until then, make sure that Python programming language consists of 33 keywords. Okay. Now, our third rule is among the, if you want to declare a variable, we should not use the 33 keywords also. Next, Python is case sensitive. Case sensitive in the sense, if you are going to use uppercase letter A in that particular program, again we need to use that particular variable only by using capital A. See, in the previous example, I have used A is equal to 9, where A is a lowercase alphabet. Suppose if I try to print A by using uppercase, then definitely there will be an error. So Python is a case sensitive language. First character of a variable can be character. Character in the sense A to Z or lowercase letter A to Z, underscore, but not a digit. Digit also is not allowed. Already I have told you the probability will be 53 only. Uppercase letter A to uppercase letter Z, and small a to small z, and the remaining one is underscore. Even a variable name should not start with a digit also. That means 0, 1, 2, 3. It should not start with digits, or it should not start with any special characters other than underscore. Next, a variable name should not contain spaces. Suppose if I want to mention a variable name like department. So department is equal to IT, where department is a variable name. In between the department, I must not mention any sort of space. If I mention any space in between that particular variable, definitely we are going to receive an error. These are the various rules for naming a variable. Simply clear, make sure only 3 points will be rotating your mind. If you want to start naming a variable, it should start with A to Z, or uppercase letter or lowercase letter or underscore. Other than these 53 choices, other choice cannot be mentioned. No other special characters are allowed. Next, what is not allowed is keywords. In Python programming language, there are 33 keywords. In that 33 keywords, we cannot use any keyword as a variable name. Why? Because for every keyword, there will be some predefined meaning involved in it. Make sure that Python is case sensitive. Suppose if you are giving small a, then we need to use the total program with small a only. See, in the last example, I have shown a is equal to 9. There a is in lowercase letter. If I am asking the interpreter to print a with uppercase, can it be able to print this particular variable a is equal to 9? It cannot print. Why? Because Python is case sensitive. Okay, next slide. Declaring a variable. I already shown in the example. In Python, we do not need to declare a variable. Simply we can directly assign. In C language, what we will be doing is we will be giving int a semicolon. That is called as declaration, where int is an integer, a is a variable name, semicolon represents the end of that particular statement. That is called declaration. But in Python programming language, there is no purpose or there is no use of declaring a variable. Simply we can take a variable and we can assign by using the assignment operator equal to. Okay, this slide will make you more clear. So assigning a variable, simply we need to use an assignment operator, nothing but called equal to. In Python programming language, there are 4 types of assigning a variable. These are the 4 types. These are the 4 types of assigning a variable. First one is declaring and assigning a value to a variable. Declaring and assigning a value to the variable. I shall show you for this example. Declaring and assigning a value to a variable. Okay, declaring and assigning a value to the variable. So we are in the topic called initializing a variable. In Python, we can initialize a variable by 4 types. First type is declaring and initializing a variable. In the previous slide, I already told you that we don't need to mention or we don't need to declare in separate line. Simply, we will be giving a is equal to 18. A is a variable, equal to is assignment operator, 18 is the constant value. Next, we need to print with a. Print as a. So the value will be 18. Does the system can understand whether 18 is an integer or not? Can the system understand this particular 18 is integer or not? Roll number 93, please respond to the question. Roll number 93.
Sir?
Can the system understand? See, in this example, I have shown a is equal to 18. A is a variable. Do you obey with my question? A is a variable.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Equal to is assignment operator. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
18 is integer. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Then how can system understand 18 is an integer? System in the sense Python interpreter. How can Python interpreter understand 18 is an integer?
It
Anyone?
inbuilt, sir.
Sorry. Anyone in the group? Anyone in the group? How can Python interpreter understand that 18 is an integer? Nowhere I mentioned int a is equal to 18, right? But we all know that 18 is an integer. Then how can system understand 18 is an integer? That's what my question. Anyone in the group?
Because it starts with a number, sir, not with a variable.
Sorry. It starts with a number.
Yes, sir. It
No.
doesn't start with the 53 variables, sir.
No. Those rules are meant for only for this. A is a variable, right? For naming a variable, I have used that particular rules. Anyone?
Sir, it's a
Anyone?
typing for like
Yeah, who is this?
roll number 76, sir. Samyog.
Rule number 76, exactly. Python is a type info language. Even though as a user, we did not mention anywhere 18 as an integer, but system can understand 18 is an integer. Since Python is type info language, we shall check out whether really system can understand that a is an integer or not by using type function. By using type function. So clear, everyone? So this is how we can declare and initialize a variable. Okay, coming to the next type, changing value of a variable. Now what I want to do is I want to change the value of a variable. I want to change the value of a variable. How it will be done, we shall check out now. How it will be done, we shall see right now. See, this is the second. First one is clear, right, with everyone? Declaring and assigning a value to a variable. This can be done in the same line itself. We no need to take separate line for declaration and separate line for assigning. This will be done in the same line itself. Okay. Second type, how can we assign a value to a variable? In that second type is changing value of a variable. How can we change? Let's check out. Let's check out how can we change the value of a variable. Okay, see, in this particular example, a value is 18. A value is 18. So what in the second type I will be giving like A is equal to 81. A is equal to 81. A is equal to 90. Enter. Print A. Let us consider these three lines as the example of this type. Let us consider these three lines as the example of second type. See, A is equal to 81 is the first statement. A is equal to 90 is the second statement. Print A is the third statement. Simply I have given three types, three lines, right? So are there any problem with naming a variable? There are no problem with naming a variable. Can anyone answer me what will be the value of A? I have asked the interpreter print A. Then what will be the value of A? Anyone please unmute and tell any answer. Now in your mind, it must be rotating that whether the output will be 81 or 90. Anyone?
90, sir.
90. Any more? Roll number 65 told that the output of this particular statement will be 90. Any more answers? Simple
90,
question.
sir.
90. Okay, 59. Next. Remaining. I want at least 2 from goals also.
9.
At least 2 from goals. At least 2 answers from goals also. Think so,
90,
goal?
sir.
90. Okay. One more goal. One more goal.
90, sir.
Roll number?
10, sir.
Roll number 10. So we have received 2 answers from boys and 2 answers from girls. The answer is common. Simply they are telling 90. We shall check out whether the output is 90 or not right now. Exactly it will be 90. Exactly it will be 90. In no other programming language, the program will not accept a same variable with different values. Can you solve this program in C language by giving like that? By giving int A is equal to 81, int A is equal to 90 and print A. Definitely we will be receiving an error there. Definitely we'll be receiving an error there. But in Python programming language, simply first I thought that A value is 81. When I'm doing particular program, again my mind has been changed that A value is not 81 and I remember that A is equal to 90. Then I asked print A. Automatically interpreter converts the value of 81 to the 90. Now my question is, what type of value is A? What type of value is A? Definitely everyone can answer that. The type is 90. We shall check out for that also. Print type of A. 9, since 90 is an integer, it shows as int, int. So this is the second type for initializing a variable. This is the second type for initializing a variable. Next, we shall go to the third type. Third type is assigning multiple values to multiple variables. Assigning multiple values to multiple variables. So are everyone clear with this first type and second type? Any one answer please? Are everyone clear with this first type and second type?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Third type, assigning multiple values to a multiple variables. Now what we need to is, we need to assign multiple values by using multiple variables. We shall check it out in the programming environment. This is our programming environment. So our third type is, we need to assign multiple values to a multiple variables. We shall check it out. A comma B comma C is equal to 9 comma 18 comma 90. So our condition has been satisfied, right? There are multiple variables and multiple values also assigned. So this statement, what does this statement represent is, A is equal to 9, B is equal to 18, C is equal to 90. Clear everyone? What does this statement represent is, A is equal to 9, B is equal to 18, C is equal to 90. This is what we called as assigning multiple variables to multiple values. There must be more than one variable and there must be more than one value. So since there are 3 variables, there are 3 values assigned to it. Now we shall check out. I want to know what is the value of C. Can anyone tell what will be the output of this particular statement? What I am asking is print C. I have assigned multiple values to
9, sir.
multiple variables. So I am asking what is the value of C?
90,
sir.
sir.
90.
90.
90. Somebody has told that 9. It's wrong. Sorry to say, 9 is wrong answer. What I already told you is there are 3 variables and 3 values. First variable is A. So after assignment operator, immediately it accepts the value of A is 9. So next variable is B. Then it takes as 18. Next variable is C. Then it takes 90. So I asked the interpreter what will be the value of C. If print C, it automatically gives us 90. It automatically gives us 90. Okay. Next, I want to check the value of A. Again, someone please unmute and tell me what is the value of A.
9, sir.
I don't want a common answers. Please, all of you be activated. I am getting the answers repetition by the person, only some persons. I want 100 persons to be actively participating. Even though it may be a wrong answer, please actively participate and tell me some answer. Print A. What will be the value of A is 9. Now we shall check out what will be the value of B. Now tell me what will be the value of B.
18.
18, sir.
Exactly.
18, sir.
18. Clear? Okay. So I have satisfied the third condition also. I have taken multiple variables with multiple values. Now some other may get that, sir, you have taken 3 variables and those 3 variables are of same type. 9 is of type integer, 18 is of type integer, 90 is of type integer. So some of you may get doubt that, sir, do we need to take all these variables in integer only now? For that, the answer is there is no rule to take all the values as integer. Now we shall check it out. A comma B comma C is equal to 9 comma 18.36 comma I want to mention my name. Okay. So there are 3 variables now. 3 variables. What are those 3 variables? A, B, and C. Equal to is assignment operator. Next is 9 comma 18.36 comma power. So 9 is of type integer, 18 is of type float, power is of type string. Do you all agree with this? Anyone answer? Just say yes or no. Just say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, what I want is I
Yes,
want
sir.
to print the value of B. What will be the value of B?
18.33.
18.3.
18.36, definitely 18.36. Now
36.
we shall check what type of value does B handle now. That means you all know that 18.36 is float value, right? So we shall check whether interpreter is giving right answer or not. See, float. Okay. Next, what I want to print is A right now. Print A. Automatically the value will be 9. Next, print C. The value will be 1. Clear? So all of you, what you need to understand is equal to operator, that is assignment operator will be in the middle. Left side of that particular assignment operator consists of variables. Right side of that particular assignment operator consists of values. Okay. In this, again, I am going to take another example. X comma y comma z is equal to 9 comma 90. So if I press enter button, what does the interpreter show to me? Anyone answer me. I have taken 3 variables,
So
x
error.
comma y comma z. Equal to is an assignment operator. I have taken 2 values, 9 comma 90. Does the interpreter accept my statement?
No, sir.
No, definitely it will not accept. Why it did not accept? According to our condition of initializing a variable, the number of variables and the values must be equal. I have taken 3 variables, but I have given only 2 values. See now, x comma y comma z is equal to 9 comma 81 comma 36. See, again it has taken. Now I ask the interpreter print the value of z. Clear? 18. This is third type. This is the third type of initializing a variable. Now we shall check what is the last type
Sir?
of. Yes, tell me. Yes, somebody has called me right now. Tell me.
Sir,
What
can we check the type of all the variables at a time?
No, we cannot check all the type of
Sir,
variables.
can we check all the types of variables at a time, sir?
No, we can check the type of variable, single variable at a time. In one statement, we can check one type at a time. I shall show you that particular example also right now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Good question. See, one person has asked me that there are three variables. Okay, now we shall check what will be the value of A, what will be the type of A. Type of A. Since it is single statement, it gives me A is an integer type. Now his question is, can we check all the variables at a time? A, comma, B, comma, C. See, it gives an answer. It gives an error. For one statement, we can take only one type. See here, I have asked print type of A. It has given us integer. Next, if I want to check the type of B, print type of B, it will be giving float. Clear? Everyone clear with this? Okay. Next. Now we shall see the last type of assigning a variable. Assigning same value to multiple variables. Assigning same value to multiple variables. That means we need to assign only one value, but we need to assign multiple variables. Now what I need to tell you is, we need to take more variables, but assigning will be only one. Let us check it out. A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to 18. This is the fourth type of initializing a variable. Print A, it gives 18. Print B, it gives 18. Print C, it gives 18. So all of you are clear with this, right? What fourth type of initializing a variable tells is, you need to assign one single value to multiple variables. Here multiple variables means A, B and C are multiple variables. 18 is the value. According to the condition, I have taken multiple variables by assigning a single value. Clear? One thing you need to make sure is, for the first three types, you need to use comma in between the variables. For the first three types, you need to use comma in between the variables. But for the fourth type of initializing a variable, you need to use equal to in between variables. What does this statement represent is, A is equal to, what is the value of A means? That is equal to B. What is the value of B means? That is equal to C. What is the value of C means? That is equal to 18. So automatically the value of A, comma, B, comma, C is equal to 18. Now we shall check it out like this. A, comma, B, comma, C is equal to 18. Does this statement give error or it gives an output? Any one of you? Tell me. 28. Tell me.
Screen share అవ్వలేదు సార్.
Screen share అవ్వలేదా?
లేదు సార్.
One second.
అప్డేట్ అవ్వలేదు సార్, అది వేరియబుల్ లో చూపిస్తుంది.
Okay. I shall explain. ఇప్పుడు ఓకేనమ్మా? ఇప్పుడు కనిపిస్తుందా స్క్రీన్?
ఓకే సార్.
Yes, sir.
Clear? I shall repeat this particular example again. What is fourth type is, we need to assign a single value to multiple variables. అంటే ఏంటి, మనం ఇప్పుడు మల్టిపుల్ వేరియబుల్స్ తీసుకోవాలి, కానీ అన్ని మల్టిపుల్ వేరియబుల్స్ కి ఒకటే వాల్యూ ఉండాలని చెప్తున్నారు. We need to take multiple variables with a single value. So my example is, A is equal to B is equal to C is equal to 18. Now I am going to press enter button. Next, ask the interpreter what is the value of A. What is the value of A means 18. Next, print B. What is the value of B means 18. Next again, print C. What is the value of C means 18. So have I conditioned that particular, have I satisfied the condition? I have taken multiple variables and assigned the value, only a single value 18. One main thing which you need to remember is, for the first three types of assigning a variable, ప్రతి వేరియబుల్ కి మధ్యలో కూడా కామాతో సెపరేట్ చేయాలి. బట్ లాస్ట్ కండిషన్ అంటే ఏంటి, మల్టిపుల్ వేరియబుల్స్ తీసుకోవాలి. ఇన్ ది సేమ్ వే అన్ని వేరియబుల్స్ కి కలిపి ఒకటే వాల్యూ ఇవ్వాలి. అలాంటి కండిషన్ లో యూ నీడ్ టు యూజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు. క్లియర్? సో దీస్ ఆర్ ది 4 types of assigning a variable. Now I shall ask some questions like int a is equal to 9. Can anyone of you tell me whether Python interpreter accept this statement or not? Just say yes or no. Just say yes,
Yes, sir.
or yes. Sure.
Yes, sir.
65. You can check out whether the answer you have given is correct or not. I already told you that we no need to mention any type of data type. We no need to mention the data type. Simply we can write a is equal to 9. That's enough. So everyone have been understood that what is this invalid syntax? I already showed you in slide that there is no purpose of declaring a variable in Python programming language. Simply we can name a variable and use the assignment operator and we can give the value for it. Clear? 65. Clear with your doubt? Roll number 65. Roll number 65. అర్థమైందమ్మా ఇప్పుడు డౌట్ నీకు? ఎర్రర్ ఎందుకు వచ్చింది అనేది అర్థమవుతుందా? ఇక్కడ ఇంటీజర్ అనేది మనం వాడక్కర్లేదు. ఎందుకని? పైథాన్ ఈస్ టైప్ ఇన్ఫర్ లాంగ్వేజ్. దానికి తెలుసు a is equal to 9 అంటే ఏ అనే వేరియబుల్ 9 ని హ్యాండిల్ చేస్తుందంటే 9 ఇంటీజర్ అనేది పైథాన్ ఇంటర్ప్రిటర్ కి ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు. దట్ ఈస్ వై పైథాన్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ టైప్ ఇన్ఫర్ లాంగ్వేజ్. క్లియర్? నెక్స్ట్.
Okay, sir.
Next my question is, can I take as a comma b comma c is equal to 90? What type of condition
sir.
is this?
No,
what,
sir. No,
what
sir.
type of condition is this?
No.
Follow fourth condition.
Shows an error.
Yeah, exactly.
Shows an error, sir.
It shows an error. Correct. What I want to tell you is, here there are multiple variables. And in the right side there is a single value. But why system interpreter shows error is, if we want to assign a single variable to multiple values, we need to use equal to. We must not use comma. Now does the system show any type of error? No.
No, sir.
No,
No, sir.
definitely it will,
No, sir.
definitely it does not show any type of error. So what will be the value of C then? What will be the value of C?
90,
sir.
90. What will be the
Yes, sir.
value of A?
90.
90, sir.
What will be the value of C?
90, sir.
90.
Exactly. What will be the value of B?
90, sir.
Everyone are clear, right? Now my question is, what will be the value of D? Can anyone answer? What will be the value of D?
Error occur.
Huh? Sorry.
Error.
Definitely it should.
Error, sir.
Error, sir. An error occurs, sir.
Error.
Okay. Next, my question is, in this particular program, I have assigned A is equal to B is equal to C equal to 90. Again, after some time, my mind has been changed. అంటే నా మైండ్ చేంజ్ అయిపోయి నాకు 90 కాదు ఇంకో వాల్యూ ఏదైనా చేంజ్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నా. చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చా మరి ఇప్పుడు నేను B కి A కి C కి? సెకండ్ కండిషన్ ఇక్కడ చూడండి. సెకండ్ కండిషన్ లో నేను మీకు ఇక్కడ క్లియర్ గా చెప్పాను. సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు రీనేమ్ ఏ వాల్యూ, సపోజ్ మీరు ఒక వాల్యూ ఇదిగో దీన్ని చూడండి. A is equal to ఫస్ట్ 81 అన్నాను. దాని తర్వాత మళ్ళీ నాకు కొంత దూరం వెళ్ళినది గుర్తొచ్చి A is equal to 81 కాదు, A equal to 90 అని ఇచ్చా. ఇప్పుడు ప్రింట్ అయినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఏం ప్రింట్ అయింది? 90 అని. సో hope everyone of you understand what is a variable. Yes or no? Variable అంటే ఏంటో అర్థమైంది ఇప్పుడు?
Yes, sir.
Yes, variable అంటే ఏంటో అర్థమైంది. What are different types of initializing variables అంటే అర్థమైంది ఇప్పుడు? 4 types ఉంటాయి అనుకున్నాం. 4 types of initializing a variable.
Yes, sir.
ఆ 4 types ఏంటి అంటే ఈ 4. ఫస్ట్ డిక్లేర్ చేసి అసైన్ చేస్తాం. నెక్స్ట్ అసైన్ చేసిన వాల్యూని చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ ఈక్వల్ టు కి రైట్ సైడ్ లో n వాల్యూస్ వేరియబుల్స్ ఎన్ని ఉంటాయో ఈక్వల్ టు కి రైట్ సైడ్ లో కూడా అన్ని వాల్యూస్ ఉండాలి అని చెప్పాం. ఫోర్త్ ఏం చెప్తున్నాం? ఈక్వల్ టు కి లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ లో ఎన్ని వేరియబుల్ నేమ్స్ ఉన్నా రైట్ సైడ్ లో మాత్రం ఒక వాల్యూ ఉండొచ్చు. దాన్ని ఏమంటాం? అసైనింగ్ సేమ్ వాల్యూ టు మల్టిపుల్ వేరియబుల్స్. Roll number B6, please mute your audio. Roll number B6. So everyone clear? Next slide is list of keywords. List of keywords. Keywords are reserved words in. Madam.
Sir, PPT not visible, sir. Hello.
Madam.
Please 8HKYGC. I'm asking the second time. Who are you? Please register with your roll number. Okay, sir. Now PPT is visible.
Yeah. Next concept is keywords. You all know that keywords are reserved words because in any programming language, every keyword has some meaning involved in it. Every keyword has some meaning involved in it. We cannot use a keyword as a variable name. Already I have mentioned you in the slide of rules for naming a variable. There are 33 keywords. I already told you there are 33 keywords in Python. These 33 keywords cannot be used as a variable name. They are used to define syntax, and Python is also a case sensitive. Keywords are also case sensitive. So look into the keywords now. Look into the keywords. These are all the 33 keywords in Python. These are all the 33 keywords in Python. In these 33 keywords, 3 keywords are different from others. Can anyone of you check and tell me what are those 3 different keywords? Amma na question అర్థమైందా? Python లో 33 keywords ఉంటాయని చెప్పి 33 keywords మీ ముందర తెచ్చి పెట్టాను. బట్ ఒక 3 keywords మాత్రం స్పెషాలిటీ ఉంది. ఆ స్పెషాలిటీ ఏంటి? ఆ 3 keywords ఏంటి? Can anyone of you tell me? 33 keywords లో 30 keywords ఒకలాగా ఉంటాయి. ఒక 3 keywords మాత్రం డిఫరెంట్ స్టైల్లో ఉంటాయి. ఏంటి అది? Any one of you?
Easy in ayana.
Sorry, wrong answer. Inka?
Lambda.
No, wrong answer. Inka?
If for else.
Sorry, wrong.
Non-local.
Answer wrong అయినా సరే, but give some answers. తప్పైనా పర్లేదు, ఏదో ఒక ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వండి.
Sir. Global.
No, sorry. Anyone?
Non-local.
No.
False. Non.
Exactly.
False,
Somebody has
non.
told me false right now. Roll number 10.
False.
Yes, sir. 2 times.
False is not 2 times. False only 1 time. Okay, thank you all for participation. I shall tell the difference. So these are all the 33 keywords in Python. Look into the first 3 keywords like false, none, true. These 3 keywords are started with uppercase letters. For false, see F. F is of uppercase letter. Next, go to the keyword none. N-O-N-E. N is uppercase letter. Next, go to the keyword true. T is uppercase letter. Look into all other 30 keywords. They all look in lowercase letters only. That is the difference in these keywords. Clear, everyone? First 3 keywords lo starting alphabets anni kuda uppercase letters lo unnai. F అనేది capital letter లో ఉంది, N capital letter, T అనేది కూడా capital letter. రిమైనింగ్ 30 keywords లో చూడండి, ప్రతి ఆల్ఫాబెట్ కూడా లోవర్ కేస్ లెటర్ లోనే ఉంటది. క్లియర్? దట్ ఈస్ ఎ డిఫరెన్స్. సో I shall provide you this particular PPT and PDF after this week. For every week there will be 4 Python classes. Immediately after the completion of 4th class, I shall provide you the material and PPT of the 4 classes. Then you all make sure these are the keywords. ఇప్పుడు ఎవరినైనా ఒక 3 keywords అడిగితే చెప్పగలరా? సింపుల్ గా ట్రూ, ఫాల్స్, నన్ అని చెప్పేసి. ట్రూ, ఫాల్స్, నన్. ఏంటి స్పెషల్ ఆ 3 keywords లో అంటే ఆ కీవర్డ్ స్టార్టింగ్ F క్యాపిటల్ ఉంటది, N క్యాపిటల్ ఉంటది, T క్యాపిటల్ ఉంటది. టోటల్ కీవర్డ్ 59. టోటల్ కీవర్డ్ క్యాపిటల్ గా ఉంటుంది. చెప్పండి.
అదే సార్, ట్రూ ఫాల్స్ అన్నికి స్టార్టింగ్ అప్పర్ క్లాస్ ఉంటుందని చెప్పారు. క్యాపిటల్ లెటర్స్
స్టార్టింగ్ అప్పర్ కేస్ ఉంటది, తర్వాత అన్ని మళ్ళీ లోవర్ కేసే. అసలు ఈ 30 keywords లో అయితే అన్ని లోవర్ కేస్ లోనే ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, హోప్ ఎవ్రీవన్ హాస్ అండర్స్టూడ్ టుడేస్ క్లాస్ వేరియబుల్స్ అండ్ కీవర్డ్స్. ఎవరికైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా? ఎనీ డౌట్స్? I shall go to the starting slide again for all of you. So variable is a named location. Type in for language అంటే అందరికీ అర్థమైందా? Roll number 10. టైప్ ఇన్ఫర్ లాంగ్వేజ్ అంటే అర్థమైందా? రోల్ నెంబర్ 10
ఎస్ సార్ అర్థమైంది సార్.
టైప్ ఇన్ఫర్ లాంగ్వేజ్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్. ఇప్పుడు రోల్ నెంబర్ 90 రోల్ నెంబర్ 90 రోల్ నెంబర్ 90.
Sir.
Do we need to declare a variable before initializing in Python? ఒక వేరియబుల్ ని ఇనిషియలైజ్ చేయాలంటే దాని ముందర డిక్లేర్ చేయాలా?
No, sir.
No. Correct answer. Thank you. So these are all the rules of a variable. Roll number 63. Roll number 63. Roll number 63.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If we need to name a variable, can I start a variable with @ symbol? @ symbol తీసుకొని నేను ఒక వేరియబుల్ నేమ్ ని నేమ్ ఇవ్వచ్చా? ఇవ్వలేమా?
No, sir.
రోల్ నెంబర్ 63 అయితే సింబల్ తో నేమ్ స్టార్ట్ చేయొచ్చా, స్టార్ట్ చేయకూడదా? డెఫినెట్ గా స్టార్ట్ చేయకూడదు. మనకున్న కండిషన్స్ ఏంటి? A to Z ఆర్ అండర్స్కోర్ సింబల్ తోనే స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి. రోల్ నెంబర్ 63. రోల్ నెంబర్ 63. అర్థమైందమ్మా? మనం ఒక వేరియబుల్ నేమ్ ఇవ్వాలి అంటే A to Z అంటే క్యాపిటల్ ఏ నుంచి క్యాపిటల్ జెడ్ దాకా ఇవ్వచ్చు, స్మాల్ ఏ టు స్మాల్ జెడ్ దాకా ఇవ్వచ్చు, అండర్ స్కోర్ సింబల్ ఇవ్వచ్చు. నేను దేంతో స్టార్ట్ చేయొచ్చు అన్నా? @ తో స్టార్ట్ చేయొచ్చు అని అడిగారు. సో చేయకూడదు. క్లియర్ ఆన్సర్? నెక్స్ట్, ఈ 4 కండిషన్స్ అందరికి అర్థమైనయా? Have you all understood these 4 types of initializing a variable? Just say yes or no. Roll number 21. Roll number 21. Roll number 21. Yes. Okay. Roll number 54. 54. Roll number 54. Roll number 54, please respond. 54. 54 absent. 72. 72. Roll number 72.
Sir.
Yeah. Can you mention any 3 keywords among the 33 in Python? Any 3 keywords in Python? Fast reply kavalama. Any 3 keywords? 72. Anyone? 49. 49.
Sir, false, none, true, if else.
Yeah, false, none, true. The specialty of false, none, true is it starts with uppercase letter. Clear?
Remaining 30 will start with lower.
Okay. Not only starting with lowercase, a total every keyword will be in lowercase itself. Not only the starting alphabet. ఆ 3 keywords కి మాత్రమే స్టార్టింగ్ అప్పర్ కేస్, మిగతా అన్నిటికీ కూడా లోవర్ కేస్ తోనే స్టార్ట్ అవుతాయి, లోవర్ కేస్ తోనే ఎండ్ అవుతాయి. క్లియర్?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you all, and next class will be Things of Software Engineering. Join exactly at 2 p.m. Vijayalakshmi madam, attendance తీసేసుకున్నాం కదా?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you all.
Attendance taken, sir.
Okay madam, thank you. All of you can leave the session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma.